We are the start of a new era.
Listen up, I know we're 6 months away from the season, but we need to start preparing now, okay? We need to get ready now, okay? I know we're ahead of the other teams because no one is doing this.
We are one family, fighting for each other.
Hey, family on three. 1, 2, 3!
Family! We are the path to pro, from the ground up.
Remember, you guys are role models for those kids. They want to be you in the future.
We are one club, one passion. We are Morris Elite, and we have arrived.
We need to be ready for the season, all right? We need commitment 100%, you understand?
We are the start.
A warm summer's evening here at Union High School in Union, New Jersey. Welcome to a matchup 4 days removed from its first meeting, as Morris Elite SC hosts the New York Red Bulls U23s, a matchup that saw the Baby Bulls take home a 4-0 win in the midweek in Whippany. Morris Elite with a very different lineup. We will get to that in just a second. But for now, we go now to Marina Malelli for our national anthem.
As we have a special guest, Marina Malelli, singing tonight's national anthem.
A beautiful rendition of the national anthem from Marina Malelli. Now it's time for the action. Let's take a look at the starting 11, starting for the New York Red Bulls U23s, who come into the day with a record of 3-1-4. Jared Mazzola will get the start in goal. Jared Julio, Chris Teau, Maurice Williams, and Amir Daly in the back line. J.P. Marin, Santiago Martinez, Joe Suchecki, and Peter Stroud in the midfield, with Jonathan Philippe and Scott Taylor up top. Scott Taylor had the hat trick in the game on Wednesday. For Morris Elite, looking to get back into the win column for the third time this year, Esteban Sanchez gets his first start of the season, the Ecuadorian youth international. The back line, a mixed group today. Felix Pereira and Peter Luther playing as the outside backs, with Cormac Pike and Stefan Koreman in the middle. Christopher Jagus back into the starting 11 alongside Danny Zatella in the midfield. Alex Soto, Aiden Cardella, and Dino Bronco starting in the attacking midfield, with Chris Jakovu starting up top. A very different lineup for this Morris Elite squad, but when the season has gone the way it has for Morris Elite so far this year, sometimes it takes a drastic change, and that's all it takes to get things back and rolling. Again, these two teams faced off on Wednesday. 2 goals in the first 5 minutes really set the tone for the Red Bulls U23s. They were up 3-0 at halftime, got a 4th in the second half. And this is a team that has a lot of firepower and a few veterans with some pro experience, so it will be a test today for this very young squad from Morris Elite. Morris Elite wearing their home blue with navy shorts for tonight's contest. The Red Bulls U23s in the blackout kit with the red and black going from right to left. As the referee making sure everything is in order. Red Bulls will get us started here in the first half. And we are underway. As it goes back to taken away by Morris Elite in the midfield. This is Dino Bronco. Lays it back out to Danny Zatella. Zatella back to Cormac Pike, who's really become a leader on this team. Has become the force in the back line. This is Felix Pereira. Lays it off to the number 19 Cardella. You'll see him all over the midfield. And just sent upfield by Pereira and out of play. As we get ready to go here. And a Red Bull throw in early. Again, a very different lineup for this Morris Elite squad. Peter Luther, who's more of a center forward. Felix Pereira, more of a winger. So he's in a slightly more natural position as an outside back. But again, this is going to be more about discipline for this Morris Elite squad, who were torn up for 2 goals in the early 5 minutes of that meeting on Wednesday. But already a little bit more organization. Coach Javier Velasco intent on keeping the players tight and keeping the spaces down, and that will hopefully change their fortunes. Maurice Williams getting on the ball now. Williams lays it back across to Chris Tiao. And now over to Amir Daly. Oh, excuse me, that's Martinez. Martinez moving back in the lineup a bit. Peter Luther, first tested outside back, gets through him. Out to the far side. Moving it into the midfield, trying to lay it across. Nicely intercepted there, though, by Pereira. It's up coming back down, and you'll see, again, a lot of overlap, and this is the Red Bull style. You'll see high press. And a lot of pressure coming up. And now it's an interception as it goes the other way. Here comes Morris Elite. Bronco. Dino Bronco. It's 1-on-3. He's looking for help. Lays it off. This is Cardella. Aiden Cardella sends it in. Deflected away. Julio sends it upfield and clear. Better already from Morris Elite here early on. Passing back. Another defensive play. Jakovu intercepts it and ends up with Bronco. A lot of battle here in the midfield. Some very rough play. In this game, that is a foul. As Danny Zatella took a hit. This was a game that did get a little more physical on Wednesday as the second half went on, the frustration kicking in. And again, with 2 games so close together, the numbers have been taken and the memory's long. But a free kick here early on from Morris Elite. They've already done better here than they did on Wednesday night. About 2 minutes in is when the first goal was scored. And again, a very different bench for them as well. A lot of new names that we haven't seen here on Morris Elite TV. If you've been watching us on the streams for the away teams, you will have known these players. That free kick is a little bit too far over everyone, and it's a goal kick. Jared Mazzola, the goalkeeper tonight, the senior from Quinnipiac, won the MAAC, the MAC Goalkeeper of the Year this year with the shortened spring season. He had 2 clean sheets and 6 starts. He's made only 2 appearances this year, made 7 saves, and has a clean sheet. One of 4 goalkeepers on the roster for the U23s. They've been continually rotating players. Only a few regular starters for this squad, but again, as the development pathway for Red Bulls is, you're going to want to see as many players as you can over the course of the season. This is Maurice Williams. Williams gives it to the far side. Now moving it forward through the number 16, J.P. Marin. That one's out for a throw. Marin will be, again, another one of these players where the formation really doesn't matter for the Red Bulls. A lot of these players will just move as an enigma through their positional, through their rows. Biggest thing is just get a foot on the ball whenever possible, as Morris Elite will get a throw in here. First time back at home in almost 3 weeks for Morris Elite. They had a very long 4-game road trip, including 3 games in 4 days, where they did get a win over Westchester Flames by a score of 3-1. 2 of the goal scorers in that game, though, not even available in the 18 today, Sydney Rivera and Nana Mensah scoring from the spot. Peter Luther got the 3rd goal in that game on a beautiful cross from Alex Soto. They then lost to Manhattan SC by a 4-0 scoreline. Nearly got the sweep of the season series against FA Euro, lost 1-0 in Brooklyn before losing in Hanover just 4 days ago. As the Red Bulls look to gain more possession here, ends up back with Maurice Williams. Now across to Tiao. The Randolph, New Jersey native presses forward, challenging players from the center back position, but the pressure continues. Corman with a sliding challenge. Tiao's still on it. Ends up now with Philippe. Philippe with a shot. Oh, and it hits the crossbar, the wrong one. It hit the uprights for football before it hit the crossbar for the soccer net. So even if this was the other sport, still no points on the board. So we go for it. Esteban Sanchez in goal. He was one of the early signings for Morris Elite, but due to international clearance and just scheduling, a lot of these players are semi-professional or amateurs. They have other jobs. Makes his debut tonight. It's a good interception there by Pike. Sanchez, from Ecuador originally, lives in New York City, was a youth international for the Ecuadorian national team at the U16 level. And that one goes to Peter Stroud, who moves it upfield. And it will go out of play, and it'll be a Morris Elite throw-in, much to the confusion of the Red Bulls players, it appears. 2 or 3 of them with their hands in the air, just kind of staring into space. That one's sent upfield. A big collision, and that's going to be a foul on Morris Elite. And a pretty obvious one at that. So Red Bulls will get a free kick here. Didn't get too many set-piece opportunities, it must be said, the Red Bulls U23s in their game a few days ago. So Alex Soto was the one who committed that foul on the left. Free kick whipped in, headed up in the air by Marin, still there, bouncing around and cleared by Peter Luther. And it will go out of play. And Philippe throws it in. Morris Elite trying to gain back possession, loses out though Santiago Martinez. Martinez tries to slip the ball through, but intercepted by Christian Villegas back in the starting 11. And cleared upfield by Felix Pereira. Jacovu, a little bit of a pressure, but again, on a hot night like this, it's going to be very, very difficult as we're in 0-0 here, 7 minutes into the contest. Very early on. Here's a long ball, goes over the top. Here come the Red Bulls on the attack. Cross is sent in, but over the top of everyone and everything, and that'll be a goal kick. Again, very patched-together lineup for the Morris Elite side today. Aiden Cardella making his debut, the number 19, playing out on the right-hand side with Dino Bronco, who's making just his 3rd appearance, his first start. Today, he's in the center of the midfield. Jacovu, his first start. He came off the bench in the game on Wednesday. And as we said, Esteban Sanchez making his season debut. As for the Red Bulls U23s, some players with some interesting storylines and some with some professional experience. As you look at this squad, Chris Tiao, the center back, number 18, has spent some time with Red Bulls 2 in the USL Championship. Amir Daly, also with experience with the second team, the reserves for the New York Red Bulls. As this one is a little bit behind Santiago Martinez and out for a throw. As Felix Pereira will come in and take it to Villegas. Tries to pop it up in the air, and a foul drawn by Villegas. Zach Brown was in his starting position as the 6 in their game on Wednesday. Villegas sent to the bench, but regains that spot. No Zach Brown on the bench today for Morris Elite. As Danny Zatella stands over to just about the 50-yard line and just chips one forward. More pushing and shoving with Jakovu. He was looking for a foul, did not get one. And here come the Red Bulls now the other way. It's the pass back, and Tiao will bring it forward. Tiao sends it long over the top. Koroman, though, looks to have it covered. Takes a touch and sends it back upfield. Flicked on by Dino Bronco, but couldn't quite get it to Jakovu. Soto, though, tries to get in with his speed, and he does. Still losing. Now it comes the other way. Cardella. Aiden Cardella gets a touch around one man. Cardella, but just a little too far on the turf, and Mazzola will claim it. And again, though, you see this younger front 4 using a little bit of speed. It looks like they've got a little bit of cohesion as well. Cardella, one of the academy players at Morris Elite, making his way up the ladder in the path to pro. As we go forward here, and we apologize for the technical difficulties if you had them on our streams. We want to thank you for watching us here, and we want to remind you that the first half is brought to you by Jag 1 Physical Therapy, the official physical therapy and athletic training provider of Morris Elite SC, with locations throughout New York and New Jersey, including right across the street from us here at Union High School. Go to jag1pt.com for more information. So we hit the 20th minute now. Still nothing here between the two sides. That's poked out and a throw in to the Red Bulls. A decent crowd here on a very hot and humid day here in Union, where they just celebrated the high school graduating class yesterday here on the field. Saw quite a bit of confetti around the stands as we were walking around earlier today, but glad that the weather held out at least. That's never a certainty with an outdoor graduation. Here comes Morris Elite, though. The cross into the box almost gets to Soto, but it was a little bit too bouncy and a little bit too slow from Peter Luther, but it's a throw-in. Luther throws it in, looking for Jakovu. He's man-marked by Williams. Jakovu with a shot, and he'll earn the corner kick. First corner of the game coming up here for Morris Elite. And a much better game so far, though, from the team in blue. Only 2 wins on the season against FA Euro and the Westchester Flames. 1 win away, 1 win at home. And Alex Soto will send in the corner from the far side. Whips it in. Almost getting to it was Peter Luther, and almost hitting the post he was as well. Foul in the midfield, and now it's finally cleared all the way up. Felix Pereira is the only man back there, but that one's out for a throw-in for Morris Elite. And they'll take their time with this one to get everybody back in the position. Amongst the ball fielding personnel out there today, several of the interns and staff here at Morris Elite, and they have had a very busy weekend working Morris Elite Cup. The last 2 days, including today, a lot of them coming directly from their sites in Morris County. So big shout out to them. It's been a very, very tough weekend with the weather, but pulled off a phenomenal tournament as always. And it's been a big, really last couple of weeks for Morris Elite as the U17 USL Academy squad took home regional championship honors down in West Virginia. They will be going to the national championships in Iowa in about a week and a half. So congratulations to them. Very good achievement for a squad that is a club that's only 6 years old, already getting a national championship participant as they make the flight out. Red Bulls now coming down the left-hand side, looking for Peter Stroud. Cleared out nicely, though, by Koroman. Koroman normally playing as the outside back on the left-hand side. Today he's at right center back. And this was kind of the message from Coach Velasco after the game on Wednesday. Think about whether or not you contributed to the team and get ready for a shift in position. We didn't know how crazy that was going to be, but we have wingers and strikers playing as outside backs. We have outside backs playing as center backs, and we have players that really have not gotten a lot of time getting a start today. But so far, a pretty even matchup. Gillot tries to get through the double team and earns a corner for the Red Bulls. Still scoreless here in the 23rd minute. As Jonathan Philippe goes over to take the corner. Actually, no, that is Marin actually this time. They're changing up who's taking the corner kicks, it appears, as well. Once again, when you're in a development system like the Red Bulls are, everyone gets a chance. Going to the back post again, looking for Williams, and it's over the top of everyone. It'll be a Moore's Elite throw-in. That seems to be the set play they worked on in training over the last couple of days. That back post curler on corner kicks. They've looked for Williams almost every time, and you wonder if, A, does Moore's Elite adjust for that, or is that setting up for something different later on in the contest? This is Martinez. Lays it off to Stroud. Stroud gets it back now. A little bit of pressure from Moore's Elite as they turn it over. Villegas lays it back out to Pereira. Felix Pereira sends it up the field. Cardella on the rung on the right-hand side. Cardella cuts back inside to the left. Tries to spin move, slide tackle, but still keeps possession. And a good little play there from Aiden Cardella. Throw in for Moore's Elite. Cardella from Middletown, New Jersey, went to Middletown North High School. Scored 7 goals and had an assist for his high school squad in 2021. There's a little battle there on the edge of the box, and it will go the way of the Red Bulls and a free kick. Cardella in the lineup. Dito Bronco, again, another name that we haven't seen here at Union High School. The Newark, New Jersey native. Went to Eastside. Currently a sophomore at Rutgers Newark. Making his 3rd appearance, his first start. Had 4 goals in the 2019 season in 18 games, 13 starts. And Chris Jacovu, again, from Richmond Hill, Ontario. The start up top. A vocal member of the squad since he's arrived. And that has certainly gotten the attention of the coaching staff as Pereira just launches it upfield. And Jacovu will try to get on it. Will it stay on the turf? It will, and he cuts it back inside. And Jacovu will get called for the foul. And Jacovu and the 150 referees in attendance do not agree. Certainly seemed to be just a fight for the ball, but Red Bulls get it started quickly. Long ball over the top. Koroman, but swept away by Sanchez into the bleachers, right about the 30-yard line. Red Bulls trying to get it back in quickly. J.P. Marin tries to get it back. This one will go through all the way to Sanchez, though, and he'll control. Some Route 1 soccer being played by Moore's Elite. They send it up to Jacovu. Feels like he was tugged from behind by Williams, but no call there. And every striker's worst nightmare, every time they're touched, there's not a foul called, as that's out for a throw. Referee letting a lot of things go, it seems, but then again, the whistle has gone at random times so far in this game. As Moore's Elite tries to control it and gets another throw. Just about 27 minutes into the contest here. Still 0-0 on the board between Moore's Elite and the Red Bulls U23s. This is one of the 4 consecutive home games for Moore's Elite. Their last 4 home games of the season all coming in a row in the next 2 weeks. And we will let you know about that schedule as we go through the broadcast. Turnover in the midfield. Nice little play by Bronco. Dino Bronco splits defenders. Holds on a little too long, though. Tries to squeeze through one too many players. And taken away by Mazzola. Folks, as we wind down June, which is Pride Month, we would like to remind you that the USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ plus community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forward-forever-proud. As the Red Bulls try to go out wide here, they do. Controlling it out there. Lays it off inside. The shot from range. Through the goalpost, I think, for 3 points and a field goal. Unfortunately, wrong sport, and it'll be a goal kick. And again, the patched together group of ball people and some players, some youth players around who have been playing the last 2 days out in this heat and the sun. Still out here for a little bit more. Has a little bit of a breeze here during the day here at Union, making it tolerable. Long ball sent over the top. Pereira spins off a man there, plays it forward. Jakovu, intercepted though nicely by Tiao. Moving forward, and now the other way through Maurice Williams. So Joe Sacecki lays it off. The former NYCFC Academy player, now over on the red side of New York. He's sophomore, now junior at the University of Maryland, making his 6th appearance. Lays it forward. This is Santiago Martinez. Intercepted nicely, though. Koreman will just send it forward. Jakovu controls and now sends it wide. This is Danny Zatella. Zatella has some players in the midfield to go to. Dino Bronco now. Bronco lays it out wide to Soto. Alex Soto cuts in on the right foot. Soto with a shot from long range, and that's over everything. And a goal kick. The one thing you can consistently say about Alex Soto, he's not afraid to shoot. That one from a long ways out. That was at least 25, 30 yards. And went over the top, unfortunately. Red Bulls come the other way now. Marin lays it off in the midfield. Sacecki. Now wide to Julio. Up the wing, Philippe. Lays it back to Sacecki. Tries to switch the field, but intercepted nicely by Soto. Soto, that pass was behind Sotelo, didn't realize it was for him. Now coming the other way are the Rebels U23s. Good defensive backtrack and swarming to the ball with the players in blue, but another turnover, and there's a foul and a free kick. And it was a bad touch from Zatella, and he had to go for the foul. And we'll see a free kick here from, it's a good range out. This would be a good effort for anybody, let alone a player in the USL League 2. Going to be about a 30-yard free kick if they go for it. This is the range, though, you'd more likely see, at this level at least, more of some sort of set play, a chip to someone on the outside of the box, maybe a laid-off pass. We'll see what they go with. It's right smack in the middle of the field, though, so this is a tough decision for the goalkeeper. Where do you set up your wall? What side of the net do you want to protect? The 4-man wall for Morris Elite. And it is a shot from Philippe, but into the wall. Well constructed. And sent upfield. Jakovu tries to get to it. Intercepted, though, and goes the other way. Here come the Rebels again, but intercepted nicely by Pereira. Felix Pereira. Jakovu holds, waits for reinforcements. Looks for a 1-2 to Pereira, but it's a little bit too far offline. Pereira, though, gains it back, but the touch was in anticipation of some contact. He didn't get it, and it'll be a throw-in for the Red Bulls. 32 minutes in now. Is still nothing on the score line between these two squads. A much more organized display from Morris Elite tonight, as Pereira will just chest it out for a throw. Perfectly happy with that at the moment. And what we see often with these Red Bull teams, no matter the level, is they are much better in the second half of games. They play this high-pressing style, especially in this heat. And at a certain point, the tired legs lead to a mistake. As another foul, this one from Pike on a misguided pass, and we'll see if that's a yellow card for Cormac Pike. His first real foul of the day, and the referee staying calm. Looks like just a talking to. A little bit cynical, gives a pat on the back. Don't do that again, but good solid play. Professional foul there from Cormac Pike, the Fairfield University player from Yeovil, England. And another free kick, though. This one a much more dangerous position for the Red Bulls U23s. Marin and Jonathan Philippe over this one. Philippe was the player who took the free kick the last time from about 30 yards. He did go for goal. Blocked well by the wall. Only a 2-player wall this time, though, and it looks like it'll be Marin taking it. Not expecting him to shoot, it appears. Marin does take the shot, but controlled easily on the one hop. by Sanchez. Short benches for both of these teams as well. Just 6 substitutes each, or 7, excuse me, for Rebels, 6 for Morris Elite. So again, with the heat and tired legs on a very humid day here, we'll see how those numbers come to pass. Zatella, nice little touch. Villegas tries to get there, but intercepted again by, this time, Amir Daly. And a nice slide challenge by Corman, and he earns the throw-in. And a big cheer from Cormac Pike, his center back partner today. Seems to be a good spirit around this team as well, despite the 4-0 loss in the midweek. As the referee is waiting for everything to be set, Pereira sends it in. Villegas, Zatella, back to Villegas, and now Morris Elite has some numbers. Villegas goes wide, looking for Soto. It's just a little too far ahead. And that's kind of been the story of the first half for both teams. A little bit more for Morris Elite. The pass just a little bit off. Morris Elite going more for the longer passes across field and downfield, while Red Bulls U23s looking for the short pass to keep the pressure. Cormac Pike pressured there by Taylor. Lays it up the line to Peter Luther. Now for a Morris Elite throw. Luther finally gets a ball from over there. Tries to collect it before it goes underneath the bleachers. That would not be fun. Luther getting that 3rd goal in the last win against Westchester Flames on a beautiful diving header on a corner kick from Alex Soto. Playing on the same side today. As the ball bounces around on this Union High School turf. They were on turf on Wednesday as well, but every turf field's a little bit different. You kind of need to know the bounces. But for half of these players for Morris Elite, it's their first time on it as well. Here comes the header forward, and a tackle there of Philippe as he went for it, and it will be a foul. It looked like more of a collision, at least to the fans in the stands. Coach Velasco wondering why that's a foul, and Red Bulls players wondering why that isn't a card. And both of the questions I think will go unanswered here. Jonathan Philippe will be on this free kick. Now again, he was the one who was the shooter a couple times ago. We'll see if he goes for it here. It's a decent angle, to be fair, kind of off the corner of the outside of the 18-yard box here. Just a 2-player wall. He sends it to the back post looking for Maurice Williams, but it's past him. He keeps it in, though, Maurice Williams. Williams sends an in-swinger out from the outside of his foot, but cleared away nicely. Jacobu almost gets through the last defender, Amir Daly, but it's turned over. Villegas waits too long. Zatella goes wide. Peter Luther now. Luther down the left-hand side. This is Soto. Soto look to cut in on the right foot. Soto, fancy footwork, lays it off. Bronco with 2 players on him, falls over. And no call from the official there. It did look like he just lost his footing. But an unfortunate time to do that, as it's a throw-in for Red Bulls U23s. As we hit the 37th minute, still nothing between these sides. Only really 1 or 2 decent looks for this young Red Bulls squad, though. Much more disciplined effort from Morris Elite so far in the first half. So that throw-in was... Can't tell if that was a foul or a foul throw. Either way, it's going to be a foul there, so it'll be a free kick for Morris Elite. Cormac Pike on the far left side. Trying to decide whether to go short, and he will. Luther sends it long. Looking up top, there's a player in there. Jacobu, shot, saved by Mazzola. And that was a good first-time effort there from Jacobu, but controlled nicely by the Quinnipiac goalkeeper. And here come Red Bulls U23s again through Jalot. Jared Jalot Looks for a pass there. Nicely defended, though, by Peter Luther. Coming the other way now is Soto. Looks over the top, looking for Cardella. Doesn't quite find him. Jalot will send a tricky back pass back to Mazzola. Never like to see a bouncer on a back pass on artificial turf, but Mazzola handled it well. Mazzola looks for any sort of target, sends it long. Cormac Pike, though, will be the only one to get to that. Danny Zatella. And didn't quite get the footing on that one and was looking for Cardella, but couldn't quite get it to him. Jalot will get the throw, and he was the defender there from Stamford, Connecticut, the soon-to-be junior at St. John's. This Red Bull team, a program that has done well with St. John's products. Connor Lade, the homegrown, now a member of the front office, a former member of the Red Storm. Also Tim Parker. Spent about 3 years with the Red Bulls organization. Jalot saying in his bio that Connor Lade is one of those players he looks up to, as well as Tyler Adams. And good recovery there. Martinez to Jalot. Looking long for Scott Taylor. Taylor with some speed, but nicely defended by Cormac Pike. They seem to be matching Pike up one-on-one with Scott Taylor. Again, he was the one that ran rabid over this Moores Elite team on Wednesday, getting a hat trick, getting him to 5 goals in the season. And it seems to be whenever he makes a run, it's Cormac Pike who's been the man on him. Another corner, though, for the Red Bulls. There's at least 6 or 7 in this half for them. Let's see if they go back to that far post curler. They do again, but again, it's over everyone. And it'll be another throw-in. We hit the 40th minute here, still 0-0. Wouldn't expect too much stoppage time, I don't think, in this first half. Couple of fouls, no cards, no goals, no substitutions. So I would expect this might even end right on the whistle, as that one was a little miscommunicated on the throw-in. No egregious fouls in this game by anybody, but at a certain point, the official will put his foot down. The question is, against who? Cormac Pike. Villegas. Cardella, a little flick through to Bronco. Dino Bronco looks for help. He gets tripped, and a free kick for Moores Elite. Good position here, too, for the home squad. Now the question is, what can they do with it? Villegas puts in a good curl with that right foot. We'll see who he goes for. A couple of the center backs moving forward. Alex Soto also there, but he's now going to walk away. Question is, do they have something planned? Villegas looking for the back post, but again, it's a bit too far, and it'll be a goal kick. Minutes ticking down here. Long over the top, cleared by a couple of players, and now sent forward by Cormac Pike. Rebels now with a throw. Looking to get this back into play. A bit of confusion. It looks like both teams are starting to get on tired legs here in this first half. The question will be who can hold their own longer in the second half. Sanchez sends it upfield. Looking for Jakovu, but he was offside. Soto controls with his chest, now with his head, now flicks it onto Jakovu. Soto gets it back, but then loses it, but Dino Bronco will be the first to it. Bronco. Dino Bronco trying to split through 2 defenders. He does. Bronco, right foot, shot, save by Mazzola. Still there for Moores Elite. Soto looking for it. Villegas gets it. Villegas outside of the right foot, headed away by Williams. Still battling for it is Jakovu. Well defended there by Pereira. Jakovu tries to get through, but it'll be off for him for a throw-in, but a much better effort there from Moores Elite. Nice play by Dino Bronco, and a good save with the foot from Mazzola. Otherwise, that was destined for the bottom corner. Coming forward, though, Taylor has his shoulder grabbed by Koroman, and that'll be a free kick the other way. 44th minute, still no score. First real attempt there from Moores Elite in this game. As A little bit too far forward on the field for the referee's liking, and asks Peter Stroud to send it back to Jalot, and he'll take it. So we get down to the final minute here of the first half. Not sure how much stoppage time we'll see here, but got to be encouraged if you're Coach Javier Velasco and his staff. Much better half of football. As that one was sent forward by Soto to nobody. Now the Red Bulls take it back the other way. Jalot. Jared Jalot, wide. Philippe tries a little flick. Defended by Zatella. Popped in the air. Cardella tries to get on that, but Philippe steps in. Tiao pressured, but keeps it well, and now Maurice Williams. 30 seconds or so left in the first half before stoppage time. That one goes over the top. Defended nicely, though, by Felix Pereira. He's done well as an outside back, to be fair to him, through the first 45 minutes. Very much out of position for him as he's played this season. No pressure, though, right now. But there is the whistle for halftime. No stoppage time added on. We are through 45 here at Union High School. Morse Elite SC 0, New York Red Bulls U23s 0 on Morse Elite TV, powered by Morse Sussex Sports.
Incomparable design makes it beautiful. State-of-the-art technology makes it brilliant. The Lexus NX, with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert, and Amazon Alexa compatibility, standard. Experience the crossover in its most visionary form. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
My name is Mickey Gall, and I'm a UFC fighter. What I love most about being a UFC fighter and being an MMA fighter is I think it's the ultimate expression, it's the ultimate sport. I go to Below Body Bar because as hard as I train, I need to recover just as hard. And Below Body Bar has all the necessary recovery equipment. They have cryotherapy, massage, infrared sauna, cryo spot treatment, and a whole lot more. I'm Mickey Gall, and I love Below Body Bar.
Have you ever needed a day to relax during these stressful times? Well, then look no further than Modern Acupuncture. Modern Acupuncture will ensure your time there will not only be relaxing, but make you feel rejuvenated. Not only will your stay be comfortable, but safe as well. All staff at Modern Acupuncture practice safe social distancing guidelines and keep all equipment and rooms sanitized after each visit. Modern Acupuncture, making lives better.
George J. Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons.
Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
There are many names for enthusiast. But there's only one way to become one, by going all in. The Lexus IS. With a lower center of gravity, a more responsive suspension, and an aggressive, wider stance. The Lexus IS is all in on the sports sedan. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Your future, it's on.
Goals are on.
Learning is on.
With CCM, the County College of Morris.
Online,
on point,
on your terms.
Over 80 majors.
Major help
with career guidance.
#1 in alumni salaries in New Jersey.
Success,
it's on.
With CCM, the County College of Morris.
Sign up now for summer and fall semesters.
Incomparable design makes it beautiful. State-of-the-art technology makes it brilliant. The Lexus NX, with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert, and Amazon Alexa compatibility, standard. Experience the crossover in its most visionary form. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
My name is Mickey Gall, and I'm a UFC fighter. What I love most about being a UFC fighter and being an MMA fighter is I think it's the ultimate expression, it's the ultimate sport. I go to Below Body Bar because as hard as I train, I need to recover just as hard. And Below Body Bar has all the necessary recovery equipment. They have cryotherapy, massage, infrared sauna, cryo spot treatment, and a whole lot more. I'm Mickey Gall, and I love Below Body Bar.
Have you ever needed a day to relax during these stressful times? Well, then look no further than modern acupuncture. Modern acupuncture will ensure your time there will not only be relaxing, but make you feel rejuvenated. Not only will your stay be comfortable, but safe as well. All staff at Modern Acupuncture practice safe social distancing guidelines and keep all equipment and rooms sanitized after each visit. Modern Acupuncture, making lives better.
George J.
Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons.
Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
There are many names for enthusiast. But there's only one way to become one, by going all in. The Lexus IS. With a lower center of gravity, a more responsive suspension, and an aggressive, wider stance. The Lexus IS is all in on the sports sedan. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Your future, it's on.
Goals are on.
Learning is on.
With CCM, the County College of Morris.
Online. On point. On your terms.
Over 80 majors.
Major help.
With career guidance.
#1 in alumni salaries in New Jersey.
Success.
It's on.
With CCM, the County College of Morris.
Sign up now for summer and fall semesters.
Incomparable design makes it beautiful. State-of-the-art technology makes it brilliant. The Lexus NX, with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert, and Amazon Alexa compatibility, standard. Experience the crossover in its most visionary form. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
My name is Mickey Gall, and I'm a UFC fighter. What I love most about being a UFC fighter and being an MMA fighter is I think it's the ultimate expression, it's the ultimate sport. I go to Below Body Bar because as hard as I train, I need to recover just as hard. And Below Body Bar has all the necessary recovery equipment. They have cryotherapy, massage, infrared sauna, cryo spot treatment, and a whole lot more. I'm Mickey Gall, and I love Below Body Bar.
Have you ever needed a day to relax during these stressful times? Well, then look no further than modern acupuncture. Modern acupuncture will ensure your time there will not only be relaxing, but make you feel rejuvenated. Not only will your stay be comfortable, but safe as well. All staff at Modern Acupuncture practice safe social distancing guidelines and keep all equipment and rooms sanitized after each visit. Modern Acupuncture, making lives better.
We are the start of a new era.
Listen up, I know we're 6 months away from the season, but we need to start preparing now, okay? We need to get ready now, okay? I know we're ahead of the other teams because no one is doing this.
We are one family, fighting for each other.
Hey, family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family.
We are the path to pro, from the ground up.
Remember, you guys are role models for those kids. They want to be.
Back here as we prepare the second half here at Union High School. 0-0 between Morris Elite and the Red Bulls U23s. A very competitive first half and a much better half from a Morris Elite fan perspective here. We'd like to thank you again for tuning in and watching us this evening. in what has been an entertaining game of soccer, to be sure. It's been a busy couple of weeks in the soccer world. The European Championships now into the knockout phases. Some couple of upsets today, or what you would call upsets. The Czech Republic 2-0 winners over the Netherlands in front of a shocked crowd of a lot of Dutch fans in that one, while Belgium, the #1 team in the world, knocked off the defending champions Portugal and Cristiano Ronaldo 1-0, setting up a terrific match between Belgium and Italy in the quarterfinals. That's going to be a barn burner. So far here, though, the scoring has not quite hit the way that both teams want to. And again, the Red Bulls senior squad was involved in a 0-0 draw in Atlanta today. And these squads trying to avoid that. As we get ready to start the second half, the Red Bulls taking their time, as you would with these temperatures. And looks like a couple of substitutions getting prepared here for the Red Bulls. And it's a couple of the big guns ready to come on, it appears. As the number 19 of Jaden Reed and the number 12 of Babacar Niang are ready to come on here. We'll keep an eye out to see who is off for the second half. It looks like it's going to be, we'll see, we've got two players coming off here getting water for the Red Bulls. And it's Santiago Martinez is off. And I believe that is JP Marin also off. So a couple subs in for the Red Bulls immediately. And clearly the coaching staff not happy with what they saw in that first half. As Chris Jakovu starts off the second half for Morris Elite, and a quickly high press for the squad. It looks like a front three now for Morris Elite, as Niang going in between Taylor and Philippe, and more of a 4-3-3 formation. Red Bulls, though, with a nice takeaway. Morris Elite, with a nice takeaway. Jakovu pressured, though, by 2 or 3 Red Bull players, and turned back over. Good takeaway, clean, says the official. Jakovu tries to get through half the Red Bulls squad, but doesn't, and now goes to Jonathan Philippe. Philippe goes out wide. That was Jaden Reed with his first touch. And now the switch, intercepted by Soto. Alex Soto, he's got jets. Doesn't quite get around the side of Peter Stroud, and a free kick. The two substitutes for Red Bulls U23's Jaden Reed, the Elmont, New York native, junior at UConn. Now into the game, playing on that left-hand side. His 5th appearance of the season, hasn't scored yet in those 4 previous games. Babacar Niang, the other player in up top from Pennington, New Jersey, was a 2020 first-team All-American by Top Drawer Soccer for the high school level for Pennington High School. Scored 15 goals with 17 assists. An incredible season from him. He hasn't scored yet this year. He's made 6 appearances, has 6 shots. None of them have found the target, and you know that's probably getting to him. Coming forward there was Williams. Leaves it, and now sent the other way, but intercepted nicely by Soto. Soto doing a nice job kind of withdrawing himself at times as he gets tripped up. And a foul and a free kick. Martinez and Marin really had trouble getting things going, as most people did in the midfield between all of these teams. As we get a free kick here, Cormac Pike will be on it. And you see there what's happened with Morris Elite so far in this game is very often Peter Luther has been the one getting up further on the field. Nice little flick around by Christian Villegas. This is Luther. Luther lays it through. Coming in is Jakovu. Jakovu, though, sent off to the side and well controlled. And the Red Bulls look to get it out. Still pressured there from Jakovu. Jakovu all over Stroud and will earn a goal kick. Good looking ball there from Luther, but the pass was just a little bit too far inside for Jakovu to really take advantage of it. And a goal kick for Mazzola. He's gotten a couple of chances, but hasn't really gotten too tested by this Morris Elite squad, but the pressure is building. Both teams seem to be going with a kind of a press here, and we'll see which one can break. Sent down the far left side now of this Red Bull attack. And a good battle there with Villegas. As Pereira, slide tackle, it's clean. Little coming together, but a nice clean slide tackle, and that will be a throw-in. Throw in over the top, but cleared away. No, not quite out, and now the referee signals for it. And again, this can sometimes be difficult when playing on a multi-sport surface, trying to figure out which line is which. It's the yellow lines for those of you who can pick it up on your live stream. The yellow lines, the soccer lines here at Union. Also used for football here, of course. As that one is sent to the opposite side, Amir Daly collects it well. Daly looking on the right-hand side, looks to go inside to Niang. Didn't quite find him, and a nice play by Zatella. Zatella lays it back to Soto. Nice little back heel. Danny Zatella. Zatella taken out from behind. Advantage played over the top. The chance. Morris Elite. No, it's off the side of the goal. And almost a breakthrough from Dino Bronco. Nearly getting onto it. Or that was actually Cardella. As both teams, the fans in disbelief, was a beautiful through ball. Everybody just kind of stopped, and it was a beautiful through ball down the line. Good jump. Credit Mazzola coming out and forcing Cardella wide. He did have a chance at it with an open net, but it was a very, very tight angle off balance. And still zeros on the board in the 50th minute. This second half brought to you by Alfred's Sports Shop, serving families for over 50 years in Madison and northern New Jersey. Alfred's is your one-stop shop for small orders to bulk sales and carries all major brands in sporting apparel. Go to alfredsportshop.com. Coming inside now is Daly. Switches the field, looks wide. It's a little bit too far, but kept in the corner by the Red Bulls. Fouling in the forward. A couple of players on the back post if they can get a cross in, but well defended there by Pereira. Forces it back out. Tries it again, and a nice defensive play. Very good defense today from Morris Elite. Much more disciplined, as we said in the first half, and that continues. But on a night with these conditions, again, you wonder at what point do you go to your bench? Do you go to it early and have the fresh legs as a burst in the middle of the half? Or do you wait and make sure you have legs at the end when the mistakes are more likely to happen? This is Peter Stroud. Stroud looks for an option, just goes back to Tiao. Tiao moving it forward, the cross coming in, but intercepted there. Looking over the top, Peter Luther will just send it high in the sky. Doesn't quite get out of the way. Nice flick on, though, to Niang with a cross looking for Taylor, but collected by Sanchez. He lost it for a second, but a foul called. A little bit of contact there with Taylor. Nothing intentional. But it looks like Sanchez might have gotten clipped in the head there. And that's not what you want to see if you're Morris Elite. But again, this also might be a little bit of time to just catch your breath, but certainly holding the back of his head, and we'll see if Esteban Sanchez is okay to continue. Backup keeper tonight is Luke Trentacost for Morris Elite. He's a player from the academy team, usually plays as a central defender. Goalkeeper is his secondary position as Sanchez is up and puts a little water on his head. Some applause here from the crowd. Also available on the bench for Morris Elite, Ian Blue, the defender, off the bench. Andy Salima, Will Bugliardi, the backup midfielders, Marvin Cadena, and Brian Canales, who made his debut on Wednesday, the backup forward. So again, a very, very young squad for Morris Elite tonight. Already 2 subs made for the Red Bulls U23s. Also available, Francesco Montali, the backup goalkeeper. Defender William Stroud, another of the Stroud brothers, 4 of them, available off the bench, along with Daniel Russo, Ali Kamara, and Laulu Daranijo. Going wide, Soto tries to hit it onto Villegas. Doesn't quite get to him. It will be a throw-in, though, for Morris Elite. Looks to go over the top, but set high into the sky. And lands in lane 3. Nice backspin there, though, and I can appreciate that from my days on the golf course. Beautiful sky now starting to present itself here at Union. Beautiful pink skies as the sunset comes in. Just past the summer solstice, so getting darker slightly later every day that goes by now, but if that means cooler temperatures, I'm not exactly against it. Cleared out nicely by Cormac Pike, almost takes out a couple of fans in the front row, but a throw in for Red Bulls U23s. As that thrown ball did not quite get over the outside barrier. Amir Daly throws it in to Stroud. Peter Stroud laid it back to Tiao. Goes wide. Julio. Tiao again. Tiao again, a player that has some professional experience, played with Red Bulls 2 in the USL Championship. One of the 2 professional USL levels. That cleared away nicely by Pereira. Been a busy couple of weeks for the USL, announcing their new semi-professional women's league that will be starting next year. 8 founding teams, a 9th now joined by Spokane. They're expected to have at least up to 30 for 2022. A long shot from range just goes over the top for Sanchez. Really wasn't bothered by it. Also news of a new expansion teams for USL League One, potentially going to Spokane, Washington, and Portland, Maine going forward. And again, a lot of big things going on. Some of the founding members of the Women's League, DC United, restarting their women's program. Call Valley from USL League 2, starting a women's team, a new independent team in Minnesota as well. And also included in there are several members of USL League 1, Greenville Triumph, part of that squad. Hartford Athletic from the championship. And here comes Villegas. Christian Villegas lays it off to Peter Luther. Luther, heavy touch, gets through one, slams it into a defender, and it will be a free kick. And a nice little play from Luther there on the 1-2 on the left side. And it'll be a free kick here near the sideline. They'll certainly have the angle, but it's going to be a long-range effort here. But Morris Elite has had a couple of decent looks here in this second half. 56th minute, still no score. And showing that the gap that was apparent from the scoreline of Wednesday maybe was more just shock from allowing 2 goals in 5 minutes. These teams are even. Soto whips it in with the right foot. Looks over in the back post, but it's cleared away nicely. Now Red Bulls can counter. But a good defensive play by Villegas. Another one, but now it's a foul. Look to play advantage. And we'll see if that's a card. It will not be. Again, this referee keeping the cards in the pocket so far in this game, but it's been level for both teams, so can't exactly complain. Looking for a 1-2, intercepted nicely, though, by Dino Bronco. Bronco tries to slide a pass through, doesn't quite get there. Luther takes out Amir Daly. And that is going to be just a foul, but that was a bit more cynical from Peter Luther, the former player from Muhlenberg College. And there's another foul. And again, at a certain point, the referee will have to pull out a card here to regain order. Nothing really too feisty, but just a bit too many fouls in this early part of the second half. A bit stop and go. Throw in here for Red Bull. Pereira looking to defend, and he does that well, using his frame to shield that one, and it's sent out, but it's going to be a free kick. Foul called there on the far side. Can't tell if that was Niang or Reed who was called for the foul. Oh, no, it's, yep, oh. Morsley thinking it's a throw, and actually it is. It's going to be a throw. Corman, his clearance is blocked, and Pereira just has to force it out of play. Again, trying to get these touches on artificial turf, it's sometimes a mixed bag. No matter the surface, and no matter the condition, consistent bounce is kind of a lost art. As that one spins back into the face of Williams, but he controls it well. Williams under pressure, now taken away. Jakovu tries a head on it, but well defended by Tiao. Sent up in the air. Soto trying to get on it. Bounces to the far side. Cardella lays it back off. Soto with a shot. Didn't miss it by much. Just over the crossbar. And a goal kick. Much better from Morris Elite here to start the second half. Again, speaking of the USL, to stay up to date with all that's happening throughout the league and USL League 2 in particular with their top prospects, go to the newly updated USLLeague2.com. Download the USL League 2 mobile app today to keep track of Morris Elite SC and all of your favorite teams. You can also follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Always stay in the loop. Goal and save of the week that goalkeeper Andrew Schweitzer from Morris Elite has been nominated for a couple times. His season, unfortunately, seems to be done. A bit of a tweak to the ACL. So, again, it will be kind of goalkeeper by committee, I think, from here on out for Morris Elite. We saw Chialoka playing on Wednesday. Caden Polito got a few minutes against FA Euro on the road. And now we see, again, Luke Trentacost on the bench. Normally a center back for the USL Academy team. But this is his secondary position, his goalkeeper. He has experience there. And when there's a need, it has to be filled. Long ball over the top from Pike, looking for Jakovu. He battles one-on-one. Jakovu battling with Williams. Almost taken away by Soto, but well kept by Williams. Sent over the top. Headed up by Pike. Villegas goes over the top. Is it kept in by Jakovu? Yes, it is. Jakovu. Now it's whistled down for an offside. It looked like it was over the line here on the near side, but linesman and the referee let it go, but it was the linesman on the far side who saw that there was a player offside. And it'll be a free kick for Maurice Williams. Lays it off short, and now to Tiao. Tiao, the Rutgers Scarlet Knight. Moving it forward. Lays it off inside to Jaden Reed. Reed spins around one player, lays it off to Taylor. Scott Taylor pressured there. Now laying it off to Stroud. Looks across the way. Many options now. Red Bulls trying to grow in this game a little bit. As we move forward into the 61st minute. Still no score, though, here at Union High School. And again, the question of tired legs will be the next one. One player warming up right now for Red Bulls U23s down by the end line. No one warming up yet for Morris Elite, so you wonder if they're going to save the bench until the end, try to hold on as long as possible, and then come forward. There's a shot coming in for the far side, and it did not miss by much. It looked to be a cross. I'm sure he'll claim it was a shot if it had gone in, but that one just over everybody, and that seems to be the theme from this Red Bull squad today. The crosses have been there, especially from set pieces, but just a little bit too high to actually get some connection on it, running these set plays. Sanchez will send it forward. Looking for Bronco in the middle, but he's beaten in the air. And a good defensive play then again by Pereira. He's been a standout today. He's done an excellent job on the right-hand side. He usually plays there further up as a winger, playing an outside back today. Again, kind of a patched-together lineup that was very much down to the last second of who was going to be in, what position they were going to play. Coach Javier Velasco keeping it tight to the vest, and when it did come in, certainly not what a lot of people would expect. Nice play by Soto, but he loses it out there to Daly. Now back into the middle. Niang loses it. Goes back the other way. This is Jaden Reed. Reed lays it back into the midfield. Again, Red Bulls now starting to use that press, starting to control the game a little bit more. Nice play by Pike as he intercepts Taylor. That running battle has gone to the Englishman so far tonight. Actually, it's a battle of two Englishmen, in fact. Scott Taylor, born in London, growing up in Millburn, New Jersey, just right down the road. Now a player at Duke going into his junior year. Again, has 5 goals and 2 assists this season. That cross going to the back post. Again, nobody there. Red Bulls, though, will try to control it and keep it in, but Philippe can't quite do it. Another goal kick. As we get into the 64th minute, still no score. And folks, Select has been the Select Ball for USL since 1947, a leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship, USL League 2, and many other of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. The Teddy Bear Toss game brought to you by Tons of Toys in Madison today. Several fans bringing teddy bears that'll be donated through their local charity network. And we thank Tons of Toys for their partnership and their support of the club for this season. Intercepted nicely by Koroman, and now Morris Elite will try to go the other way. This is Soto. Touch off the outside of the boot. Nice slide tackle, though, from Morris Elite. Luther charging forward, but can't quite get there. Daly now comes the other way. Opening up this game now. Taylor, man marked by Pike. The battle continues. Taylor gets through Pike, but cleared nicely by Peter Luther. Good backup there from the striker, now outside back. And again, that battle appears to be raging, will rage all night long, as another substitution about to come in here for the Red Bulls U23s when the paperwork is filled out. Niang, that shot not quite getting all of it, and Sanchez will take his time and fall on the ball. And it looks like it's the number 7, Ali Kamara, who is getting ready to come into the contest at the next stoppage for the Red Bulls. Nice little flick over the top there from Jakovu, but double teamed. Collected, though, nicely by Zatella. Christian Villegas swings it over to Peter Luther. Luther looks for options. Decides to go back to Pike, but it's not the best of back passes. And now it's intercepted. Chance going the other way, but well done by Koroman. Stepping to that one, and Koroman will look up now. Tries to feed it forward. Almost flicked on by Bronco, but didn't quite get it. A little miscommunication there in the midfield, but good job again by Koroman. This back line that's been patched together, showing some good cohesion in this squad right now. And here come the Red Bulls again. Nice challenge, and a foul, though, called on Bronco. And another one that just looked like an even 50-50 ball, but in the eyes of the referee, done illegally. And now here comes the substitution for the Red Bulls. Ali Kamara coming on to the game. And we'll see who is stepping off here in a second. They turn around. And that is Joe Suchecki, who is off. Ali Kamara into the contest, the third sub used. As the free kick about to be taken from about the 31, 32-yard line, sent to that back post again. Still looking for Williams. Big collision, and a foul is called. Ali Kamara, the number 7 from the Bronx, New York, went to Martin Luther King High School, one of the premier programs in the city. Current player at Temple, going into his junior year. Made 16 appearances in 2019 for the Owls. A teammate of Zach Brown, who is not in the 18 today. Sanchez sends it long. Bronco tries to win this one, tries to take it down. He's surrounded by 3 Red Bulls players. Tries to break through out of it, but eventually cleared upfield. And again, the battle continues between Pike and Taylor, and Pike is equal to the task again. Soto looks to win this one. Soto controls it nicely. And a good battle there between him and Daly. Running battles throughout the field here. Nice little bring down there by Niang, but it goes wide. Here comes Morris Elite. Looking for some help. Lays it off to Zatella. Out wide, Aiden Cardella loses it. And now taken back by the Red Bulls. This is Philippe. Philippe And that pass is off. Here comes Luther charging into the space. Peter Luther gets by one player. Luther goes wide. He looks for Soto, but it's just too far away. And a counterattack, a good look again, just fizzles out. And a throw in, though, for Morse Elite. The pressure building a bit in the 69th minute. And again, no activity yet, though, amongst the substitutes for Morse Elite. Coach Velasco happy with how his group is playing. He's not going to try to change it now. Peter Luther going for a throw-in. Luther sends it into the edge of the box. Big contact there, no foul. Both players going for it. It'll be another throw-in, though, for Morse Elite. The home Blues trying to get their second win at home, their third of the season. In what has been a very competitive Metropolitan Division, maybe a tough year with some growing pains. And there's a bit of a challenge, and now the battle is getting a little bit more physical. Now some shoves from Villegas. And now we'll see if there's going to be some action here. There was some pushing and shoving. It looked like it was a kick out by Taylor and then a shove by Villegas. That Taylor seems to be playing up a bit, and we'll see if Villegas gets anything for that shove. But it was certainly a kick out by Taylor. There was some shoving both ways. And this is not going to end quietly, I don't think, as Cormac Pike extended his hand in a sportsmanlike manner, and Taylor refused it. And this will be interesting as we go through the final 20 minutes. Nothing against, though, Villegas, it appears. And the referee, I think, not being played as a fool, he saw that that was a bit of a, making a bit of a meal of it, perhaps, was Taylor. And no, not even a talking to for Christian Villegas. And laid off easily to Zatella. Going down the line was Luther, but flat-footed were both Bronco and Soto. And again, we've been talking about that battle between Pike and Taylor, and that last exchange will really make the last 20 minutes interesting. We'll see if they come together again. There was still no cards been issued out in this game, although there certainly could have been one there from the kick out by Taylor and the coming together with Villegas, but still nothing as the referee will, maybe he forgot his cards at home. We don't know. Coming forward now are the Red Bulls. Coming through, heading to Philippe. Has it poked away. Jakovu tries for a back heel to Zatella. Gets it back to Jakovu. Goes wide to Soto. Soto has it poked off of him. Tried to switch it. There was an open player on the right in Cardella, but didn't quite see him. Soto with a nice play. Picks the pocket of the number 7 Kamara. But that pass not quite there. And another throw in for the Red Bulls. Crowd getting into this game as it's gone on. A very similar atmosphere to the first home game here, the first home game in the history of this club that they ended up winning 1-0 against FA Euro. But again, no one even moving or stretching for Morse Elite right now on their bench. Meanwhile, another player has gone to warm up for the Red Bulls U23s. They have not been afraid to go to their bench. And again, you see the two styles. You bring on the fresh legs midway through the second half and try to break it through, or you wait until late. Here come the Red Bulls again. That cross gets deflected and cleared away by Peter Luther. Another throw in. Of course, waiting until later, you might get a burst late in the game to maybe get a late goal. But bring on fresher legs earlier. That can sometimes get to more tired players. Red Bulls on the ball again. Laid off inside. Cutting in on the right foot and a shot. Big save by Sanchez. Another shot. Cleared off the line. A beautiful save by Sanchez. Still not cleared though. Daly lays it inside. Kamara. Back to Daly on the overlap. Sends it in. Nicely done by Corman and cleared by Pike. Beautiful defensive play and a great save. Double save by Sanchez. Well, one save at least, and then a clearance off the line. I think that was Koroman. And again, the crowd appreciates the effort. Still no score. 73rd minute. Playing forward, out of traffic on the right-hand side is Morris Elite. Lays it back to Peter Luther. Luther pressing forward. Again, he's a forward, playing an outside back. He's got the legs. Villegas, though, it gets under his foot. And here come the Red Bulls again, 4v5 if they hurry. Villegas looking to make up for the mistake. Pereira also there, looking to double team. So the Red Bulls try to go through. Corman, nice play by the player from Montclair State. And Corman will send it forward, but intercepted. Again, the Route 1 football has had its moments for Morris Elite, but it hasn't quite been consistent yet. Good play there, and a foul. Is it a foul or a throw-in? It'll go Morris Elite's way regardless. And again, the wheels turning, I'm sure, on that Morris Elite bench. Who are the players to come in that will make a difference here? Again, on the bench, Ian Blue, William Bugliardi, Marvin Cadena, Andy Salima, and Brian Canales, as well as the backup goalkeeper, Luke Trentacost. Who will they go to here to make the difference? Maybe a late goal coming. Certainly seems like there's something in this contest if the option presents itself. Nice interception there. Again, the press up top from Morris Elite, kind of a taste of Red Bull's own medicine. That is the style made famous under Jesse Marsh. That's been so effective, and that has led to success for the Red Bulls in the Eastern Conference and MLS. And again, that is translated all the way down the pyramid here through the academy. The U23s, the USL League 2, and now they come forward again with numbers. 50-50 challenge, no foul, says the referee. Nicely done by Jakovu. Lays it back to Satella. Satella looking for a ball forward, almost gets it through to Jakovu, but it's intercepted. Good defensive play for the Red Bulls. Here comes Kamara. Lays it forward. Good defensive play there by Luther. That pass, though, is wayward. Pereira, nicely done, intercepting there. Tries to send it down the line for Cardella, excuse me, and out for a Morris Elite throw. And Lealu Daranijo getting ready to come on here for the Red Bulls U23s. And we finally have some warm-up action for Morris Elite as well down there on the bench. And we'll see who that is going to come on momentarily for the boys in blue. Here we go, the throw in now for Morris Elite. But sent back, trying to get it to Mazzola. Mazzola will just let it come to him. Picks it up and just rolls it back out again for Tiao. Tiao, both he and Williams as center backs have not been afraid to get forward, but now they're certainly staying in their positional shape for now. That goes wide to Daly. Kamara lays it off to Stroud. Picking it up in the midfield, looking for a combination play there with Niang. But sent up and out of play. Hits the fourth official's table. And here comes the substitution. Daranijo. Oh, yep, there it is. A little bit of confusion for the Red Bulls there. And we'll see who is coming off. And it looks like the battle will end. Scott Taylor coming off on the far side. He is done for the day. Lealu Daranijo coming into the contest from Lagos, Nigeria. Played at the Petty School before going to Drexel University. Played 11 games for them this past season. Scored 10 goals, had 2 assists. He's got 1 goal this year. And the substitution coming in for Morris Elite looks like it's Brian Canales, who will be entering the contest here, his second appearance. And here comes Canales in for Dino Bronco. Great effort from him, as Canales will enter the contest. Canales, his second appearance, the standout at Dover High School. As that ball thrown in over the top.
Morris Elite substitution as well, entering the game, number 11, Brian Canales.
Laid inside, Red Bulls trying to get something going here through Philippe. Philippe trying to get on the 1-2, but nicely controlled and taken the other way by Soto. Soto now going out to the right-hand side, it appears. Canales playing more on the left, maybe more of an up-top position. We'll see how the formation changes a bit, but Soto now on that right-hand side in the number 10 shirt. Canales definitely playing up on the left, and we'll see if he's playing more as a midfielder or as a striker. But the Red Bulls with the ball back again. Nice interception, a big collision there with Pereira. And a heavy collision. Doesn't look like a foul's been called either way, but Pereira is down. And he's right back up, though. Just a little collision, nothing more. No natural outside backs on the bench for Morris Elite. Stefan Korman, who's playing center back, normally plays on that right-hand side. Here come the Red Bulls now, though, on the restart. Looking down the wing, trying to cross it in. Nice play there by Korman. Out for a corner kick. Korman would go out to the outside there for Pereira, you would think. Ian Blue, more of a center back, would then fill in for him. But now the question will be, who does Cormac Pike pick up on these set plays? Again, the battle was between him and Taylor. Taylor's now off the field, so does Pike now go to just playing as a normal center back, or does he now man-mark somebody else? We'll see if that changes. 80th minute, still no score. Corner kick whipped in, near post. Defended away nicely by Jakovu. Still bouncing around. Morsley trying to break. And now they might have a chance to. Numbers if they hurry. 4v3. Here comes Morse Elite. Down the wing. Laying it out to the far side. Keeping it in. Tries to send a cross in, but just a little too far. And another chance goes begging. Morse Elite certainly has gotten forward with the counterattacks, but nothing really threatening yet. And a player down on the far side for Morse Elite. And I think that is Soto. Oh, nope, no, it's not Soto. That is Cardella, who is a little bit shaken up on the far side. The trainer going on to check to him, but he's off the field, so you'd expect that he'd be getting the game back underway, the referee. Another substitution looks like it's ready to come in for Morse Elite. Marvin Cadena looking to come in off the bench. He made a big impact for the second half of the game on Wednesday. Almost got his team on the scoreboard a couple of times. But here come the Red Bulls trying to do the same thing. Good play by Pike. Sends it forward, trying to clear it out of the way. Nicely done by Vijegas, and it'll be good for a throw. And now we'll see a substitution coming through as Cadena will come into the contest. And we'll see, and it looks like it's going to be Cardella who is out, still being tended to by the trainer. Looks like a bit of cramp, but can't take the time at the moment. Marvin Cadena, his 7th appearance of the season. The Clifton, New Jersey native, player at Morris Catholic before going to Montclair State. Has a couple starts under his belt, the youngster. The transfers from Stockton College. But has come close to getting on the score sheet, hasn't quite gotten there yet. And again, these academy players, this is what USL2 is all about, moving up the ladder from the USL Academy to USL League 2. And now they have several academy players on the field here for Morris Elite. Canales, Cadena out there. And we'll see if they can make an impact. But the Red Bulls still have possession. Philippe goes wide. Nicely done by Pereira to intercept it, but still in Red Bull possession. Laying it back now. And again, it's been a very good defensive effort, but you have to wonder how long they can keep this up. The Red Bulls continuing to apply pressure. This is Williams. Lays it to the inside. Can they get one break, Morse Elite? One little quick counterattack that maybe leads to a goal. Under 10 minutes to go. Philippe cutting inside. Looks for a 1-2. Taken out on a foul. Will this be the yellow card? No, it will not. Still just a free kick, but this is a dangerous position from the Red Bulls U23s. Ball sitting right about the 17-yard line, so this is about a 27-yard free kick. This is well within range, and we've seen Philippe take shots from longer range. And we'll see who it takes it, though. Looks like that might be Kamara, also standing over it. We'll see who takes it. Esteban Sanchez setting up his wall. 4 in the wall, guarding the left-hand side of his net. It's going to be Philippe, the shot. Over the bar, over both bars, and a goal kick. 83rd minute, almost the 84th, still no score between Morris Elite and the Red Bulls U23s. Again, this is night and day from the game that was played on Wednesday in Hanover, where the Young Bulls took care of business early and often, winning 4-0. Totally different look from this Morris Elite squad. So they win another header. Trying to intercept it is Soto, and he does. Soto picks the pocket. Goes wide. Now cutting back inside for Morris Elite, and that one just a little too far for Jakovu, who looks like he's running out of gas. Pressuring there is Cadena. Now Canales pressuring, but the Red Bulls get through. Now out to the wing for Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed, double teamed by Satella and Peter Luther. Reed, nice interception again by Felix Pereira. He's done an excellent job today. And another throw-in, though, for the Red Bulls. Throws it into Tiao. Desperation times for both teams here, trying to get at least some points out of this game. Jakovu waiting for reinforcements, now gets them. And now at break if they have it. The touch just a little too far, though, from Marvin Cadena. But it's a throw-in from Morris Elite. That touch just too far. They had a 2v1 if it was a little more controlled, but again, the touch on turf skidding maybe a little bit for Cadena. Remember, they were playing in that tournament down in West Virginia. Don't know if it was turf or field or grass there. Jakovu looking for help, shoved to the ground. Nothing there, though, just a goal kick. And now another player down for Morris Elite. And that looks like number 10, I think, of Alex Soto, who is on the ground. He's had a couple of injury issues this season. Obviously, the dislocated elbow in the first matchup of the year against FC Motown in the rain, and had a bit of an ankle problem, which forced him out early against Manhattan SC in the game at Randall's Island. And that's getting looked at, and it looks like he will have to end his run for the day, as it looks like it's the number 26 of Will Bugliardi who will take his place. Bugliardi has made 2 appearances. This will be his 3rd when he enters the contest. A native of Madison, New Jersey, the home of Morris Elite. Played his high school soccer at Pingree before going to Colgate, where he is a sophomore. 2-time All-State selection. His father, a professional player, also played at Colgate and at Pingree, I should say. Played professionally in New Zealand. And now his son, Will, looks like he's ready to come into the contest, and that will be end of Soto's night. He's had a good day, just not quite crisp enough to get on the score sheet. As Bugliardi is ready to come on. We'll see if the Red Bulls make any more subs. They've already made 4 changes. They still have Daniel Russo, Francesco Montali, the goalkeeper, and William Stroud on the bench for Morris Elite. Backup keeper Luke Trentacost, Andy Salima, and Ian Blue sitting on the bench for the home side. And we'll see Bugliardi, I think, fill in that attacking role. Looks like Zatella actually is moving more forward into the center. And Bugliardi is actually playing outside wide here on the right-hand side. As Rebels look to come forward. Good play by Vijegas. Nice little play by Canales, and he draws the foul. And looks like Morris Elite moving more to a back 5. Luther tucked in more into the center with Corman and Pike. So it looks like it's a back 5 now. Danny Zatella moving more up the field with Vijegas. And Bugliardi, it looks like he will try to play a wing-back type of role with Canales kind of sitting inside. Long ball over the top from Pike. Just about 2 or 3 minutes left to go. Almost won by Bugliardi, but cleared forward. And now a whistle for the foul. And Red Bulls maybe not too happy with that one on advantage. And here come the Red Bulls again. Still no cards in this game with less than 2 minutes to go. 88th minute, still no score in Union. Morris Elite now sending, as I said, looks like a back 5 Bugliardi, Luther, Pike, Corriman, and Pereira. Looks like they're Morris lead, and Coach Velasco would be more than satisfied with a point out of this contest. And a handball and a free kick the other way, and some pushing and shoving. As looks like there was some battling for the ball involving Brian Canales. Again, a star at Dover High School. 7 goals, 7 assists in 2019. Was on and off with the squad in the shortened season of 2021. Scored 22 career high school goals, Canales, on a Dover team that made it to the state sectional semifinals this year. Playoffs as limited as they were. Long ball from Luther was intercepted. Red Bulls looking to break the other way. Here they come. Red Bulls looking for a play. This is the 21 of Daranijo. Now going over the top. Barrels into a player and a foul on Pereira, and that's going to be at the card. A yellow card for Morris Elite in the final minute of regulation. Some frustration from Pereira, and Cormac Pike shoves him away before anything else happens.
Morris Elite, yellow card to number 22.
And that was just a big collision, and sometimes you can get away with that as a forward, just running into somebody. Sometimes is enough, and we've said that this has been building. There's been a lot of fouls, but nothing cynical. And now this is the best chance for the Red Bulls late in this contest to steal a winner. This is a chance, a very good opportunity now for them. Jonathan Philippe appears to be over this one. Again, he's been the man on these free kicks all day long. And now 2 players over it. Who will take it? Philippe. From range, shot just over the bar. Sanchez had it covered to be sure, but a good effort again from Philippe, but just not the scoring touch tonight. As we have hit the 90th minute, how much stoppage time will we have? No fourth officials board. Your guess is as good as ours. 4 minutes is what we are hearing being yelled from the sideline. 4 minutes. It's good to have some hearing left. Going forward to Sanchez. 4 minutes separating these teams from a point, or maybe 3. Still a chance for that. Luther will just hoof it upfield. Trying to get on it is Cadena. Marvin Cadena battling there with Jalou. And a good pressure, and Morris Elite will get a throw. Morris Elite would much rather see the ball at this end of the field through these 4 minutes. This Red Bulls team is dangerous. That touch is a little too far from Pereira. Coming the other way now. Pereira on a yellow. Has to be careful. Here comes the Red Bulls. Nice intercepting by Villegas. And now Bugliardi picks it up. And Pike will send it long. Here comes Peter Luther now. Luther lays it off looking for Jakovu. But it's just too far and cleared away by Mazzola. Intercepted though. Danny Zatella. Zatella lays it in looking for Canales. No foul as Canales gets taken down. The entire bench is up. But here come the Red Bulls. No whistle. They play on. Coming forward, this is Daly. Going wide to Kamara. Ali Kamara cuts inside. A 1-2, Kamara coming in, and it had to be cleared away at the last second. A big collision. And we'll see what the call is. There was a big chaotic mess as Pereira cleared it out. Then there was a collision between one of the Red Bulls players and Sanchez. The crowd not happy. The Morsley bench not happy. And we'll see. And the crowd, the peanut gallery, letting the referee have it here. Again, we never like to criticize the officiating, but the fact that a game that has this many fouls and this much physicality has 1 card, you have to question it. And right now, and Sanchez getting work done, and something in the crowd was said that it's certainly gotten the approval of the fans here for Morris Elite. Sanchez, at least in a sitting position now, and the concern is for him. Again, they do have a backup keeper, Luke Trenticos, though, from Morris Elite, who, again, normally plays at the center back. Sanchez, though, is up, and we'll see what the decision is here. Is it a drop ball? Is it a free kick? trying to figure out what exactly it is. I don't think anybody has an idea right now of what. And it is going to be, it looks to be a corner. So it's going to be a corner kick off that chaotic decision. But again, the 4 minutes of stoppage time, that is the minimum amount. So there has been time that is now being added on by the official. We could be looking at 5 or 6 minutes now easily. The corner whipped in, back post again, into the middle, but deflected out. It's another corner. Again, that has been the play all night for the Red Bulls. Look to the back post, get it to Williams, and he either goes for the header himself or head it back into chaos to try to steal a goal. And this last couple minutes will be a long one. Corner kick whipped in, cleared away by Pike. Not quite all the way. That one sent high, and a goal kick. Can Sanchez get it on quickly? Yes, he does. Sends it long, but the Red Bulls barely recover. Not quite there, though. Daly doesn't quite get it. Passes back to Mazzola. Mazzola sends it long and clears the danger for now. That ball out. Peter Luther will take it. It long, cleared out by Daly, but not kept in. And looks like we'll see now if they're going to take their time or go for the win, Morris Elite. Peter Luther with the throw in. He's been excellent today as well. Headed on, sent on by Philippe. Red Bulls trying to counter. Goes out toward the sideline and out again. And it's a throw in for the home side. Seconds ticking away here. Luther sends it in over the top, still scoreless in stoppage time, and another throw. No, that will be it. The final whistle blows, and it will only go down as a point on the scoreboard. But for this Morse Elite team, who lost to this squad 4-0 just 5 days ago, this will go down as a point well earned. We will be back with the Morse Elite Player of the Match and wrap things up here from Union High School when we return on Morse Elite TV, powered by Morse Sussex Sports.
We are the start of a new era.
Listen up, I know we're 6 months away from the season, but we need to start preparing now, okay? We need to get ready now, okay? I know we're ahead of the other teams because no one is doing this.
We are one family, fighting for each other.
Hey, family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family.
We are the path to pro, from the ground up.
Remember, you guys are role models for those kids. They want to be you in the future.
We are one club, one passion. We are Morse Elite, and we have arrived.
Back again here at Union High School. The final score, a 0-0 draw between Morse Elite SC and the Red Bulls U23s. Our player of the game, a unit of the game, the back line of Felix Burr, Stefan Korman, Cormac Pike, and Peter Luther, a makeshift group, only one of the four playing in their natural position. Pitch a shutout tonight, and Esteban Sanchez included in there as well, making a couple of key saves in the second half. He gets the clean sheet, and a point well earned for Morse Elite as they continue to move forward with the season. The first draw for either side as we go forward. And again, this is a first game of 4 for the Morse Elite squad. Their last 4 home games of the season, starting with tonight's game. But for now, a point well earned, and they will be back here at Union High School for their next contest on Wednesday the 30th. It's the Mars County Derby as they take on FC Motown here at Union High School again at 7:30 p.m. We hope we will see you here, and if you're not, we hope that you will join us on our live streams. We thank you for watching. For our producer, Henry Clairhoux, our cameraman, Corey Del Meadow. This has been David Hassagan saying thank you for watching and have a good night.